Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Justin. We're back at the movies for another review. And today we're going to be doing the 2017 Nicolas Arcel directed The Dark Tower, starring Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba. I remember when the hype for this movie started to build. I believe it was attached to trailers middle of 2016. And I love Idris Elba. He's one of my favorite current actors out there. And Matthew McConaughey can do pretty much anything he wants. He's phenomenal. I love his laid-back persona. And it's actually that laid-back persona that made his performance fantastic as the Man in Black. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, The Dark Tower is actually one of a series of books written by Stephen King. I believe there's 8 in the series, something like that. And it's a long, drawn-out story that, you have to be fully committed to get to. And the Man in Black makes appearances in other Stephen King books, and he's made his appearance in miniseries. He was in the Stand miniseries, played by a different character. But the Man in Black is basically the embodiment of evil. And what makes McConaughey's laid-back personality makes it more believable. I don't want to see a big, over-the-top performance by somebody when, they're playing this, basically the most vile person or entity imaginable. I want a laid-back guy who, just with the flick of a switch, can turn it on to be the ultimate evil. And McConaughey, we start to see that in this movie. Unfortunately, due to several factors, mainly the direction of the film, we're never going to see the character develop further. So, I really enjoyed McConaughey's character, and while die-hard Stephen King fans were all up in arms about choosing a man of color, in this case, one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet in Idris Elba, to play Roland Deschaines, the gunslinger, I thought it was phenomenal casting, and I thought he was phenomenal in his role. He is, just the way he carries himself in most of his movies, he's just so believable in everything he does. And in this case, it's no different. He did study and did practice to become, an expert marksman, an expert in reloading weapons and handling weapons. He took it seriously. And the character is fun. And again, had it been given more time, it probably would have just gotten better. Unfortunately, that's really where the positives with the movie stop. I mean, visually, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie, just as, thankfully, as time has gone on, a movie like this has just been able to get better looking. But it's really frustrating because I really wanted to love this movie, but it's way too choppy at some points. And unfortunately, we're not given enough of the initial story. We're not given enough to really be able to get us ready for future installments. And while I haven't read the series of books, I have read the outline of how the stories go. And we just didn't get enough. It was too choppy. You cut out too much important stuff, or what I'm assuming would have been too much important stuff. And that's several factors. That's poor direction. I'm sure studio interference hurt as well, but in reality, if there was studio interference, and I don't work in movie studios, I don't know, aren't you setting yourself up for failure anyways? You know, to get to the final goal of the Dark Tower franchise, you know you're going to have to draw it out. But you cut so much important stuff out, or you don't flesh out enough of the first story, you're losing, the interest of your fan base. I wanted to enjoy the movie so much, and there are parts of it that I do enjoy, mainly Elba and McConaughey's performances, but unfortunately it misses the mark in a lot of ways. I'm not going to go out and say it's a bad movie, but it's missing a lot, and it hurts it. So, McConaughey and Elba save it barely from being a bad movie. And it gets a 6.2. Their performances are strong enough to make it not bad. It's certainly not good. It's just there. Would I watch it again for their performances? Absolutely. But I know I'm not going to enjoy it any more than I did the last time I watched it. And that's a shame, because I really wanted to like this movie when it came out. But I didn't. And like I said, 6.2. That's the review for 2017's The Dark Tower. Let me know what you think about this review. Go check out past reviews. Let me know what you think of those. And I'll see you guys next time at the movies. Take care.